MP Muhammad Pak to lead the prayer.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Allahumma salli wa sallim ala Sayyidina Muhammad wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Rabbana innana sami'na munadi yunadi lil imani an aminkum bi rabbina fa amanna. Rabbana faghfir lana fa innaka antal ghafurur rahim. Warhamna fa innaka khairur rahimin. Allahumma la tada' lana dhanban fi hadzal maqam illa ghafartah wa la maridan illa shafaitah. ولا هما ولا غما إلا فرجته ولا دينا إلا قضيته ولا حاجة من حوائجنا في هذه الحياة إلا عنتنا على قضاء يا ربنا. اللهم إنا نسألك أن تعزنا وتنصر المسلمين في كل مكان وأن تعلي بفضلك كلمة الحق والدين وأن تشمل بعنايتك ورعايتك وحمايتك إخوان المجاهدين في كل مكان. اللهم انصر إخوان المجاهدين في فلسطين. اللهم انصر إخوان المجاهدين في فلسطين. ربنا افرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا وانصرنا على القوم الكافرين والحمد لله رب العالمين.
Floor Leader, Deputy Floor Leader Attorney Suharto Ambuloto, you are recognized.
Audubillahi min shaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. The Honorable Abdul Rauf Makakua, our Chief Minister, the Deputy Chief Ministers, the Honorable Muhammad S. Yaqub, our Speaker, the Honorable Attorney Ishak Mastura, the acting Speaker, Presiding Officer, Deputy Speakers, our Floor Leader, Deputy Floor Leaders, brethren and sisters in this august body, our staff and guests in the gallery, and those watching us via telecom. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Mr. Speaker, before anything else, Mr. Speaker, I move to amend the order of business to include, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable MP Abrar Hataman for his message in the messages portion, and then after that, Mr. Speaker, the inclusion of proposed resolution number 755. A resolution requesting the Ministry of Interior and Local Government and any other appropriate ministries to establish a municipal fire station within the local government units of the special geographic units. And then the proposed resolution number 746, proposed resolution number 802, resolution authorizing the Bangsamoro government ministries, agencies, local government units to provide carpooling services to the affected government employees during this time of national emergency. And then, Mr. Speaker, on bills on second reading, would like also to add BTA Bill number 386, entitled An Act Establishing a Comprehensive Special Education Service and Support Centers in Strategic Regional Hubs in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, Muslim Mindanao, providing for intra-agency coordination, capacity building, contextualized inclusive services, appropriating funds therefore. And then, Mr. Speaker, on the unfinished business, there is committee report number 176, an act granting officials and employees in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region, Muslim Mindanao, a special leave to perform pilgrimage. And then, Mr. Speaker, we hope to add on the privilege hour, Mr. Speaker, opportunity for the Honorable MP by Ali Karun, MP Michael Midtimbang, and the Honorable MP Faisal Karun. So move, Mr. Speaker.
So move. Any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Secretariat,
Uh,
Do you have anything to read on the agenda?
and then, Mr. Speaker, I further move, Mr. Speaker, the inclusion of Parliament Bills number 454 and Parliament Bill number 455, Mr. Speaker.
Do you want the Secretariat to read those bills because you haven't read it?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. May we request, Mr. Speaker, for the Secretariat to read the titles of Parliament Bill number 454 and 455 and the sponsors thereof, Mr. Speaker.
So that it may be included in the order of business for today. Go ahead, Secretariat, please.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, may I request the Secretariat to flash that on the screen. BTA Parliament Bill number 454 entitled An Act Providing for the Implementations of Children's Social Security Program in the Bangsamoro and appropriating funds therefore, authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament Omar Yasir Sema. BTA Parliament Bill number 455 entitled An Act Providing for a comprehensive administrative and regulatory framework for firearms and ammunition within the Bangsamoro and appropriating fund therefore, authored by the Honorable Member of the Parliament Omar Yasir Sema.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary General. Mr. Speaker, I move to add these two into our order of business, Mr. Speaker.
So there is a motion to add to the agenda the bills that were read, authored by MP Omar Yasser Sema. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Mr.
Go ahead, floor leader.
Mr. Speaker, now may I respectfully move for the recognition of the Honorable MP Abrar Hataman to deliver a message, Mr. Speaker, under recognitions, commendations, memorials, messages, and communications, Mr. Speaker.
MP Abrar Hataman is recognized. You may take the floor.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Honorable Interim Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makakua, Honorable Speaker Muhammad S. Yaqub, Presiding Speaker Attorney Ishaq Mastura, Deputy Speakers, Floor Leader, Deputy Floor Leaders, Honorable Members of the Parliament, colleagues, and for those of you who are present, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How does one see the world when the eyes cannot fully behold it? And more importantly, how does one rise above a world that often fails to see him? In the Holy Quran, the Almighty Allah reminds us that it is not the eyes that are blind, but the hearts. Today, we honor a man whose sight may be limited, but whose vision, faith, and purpose have illuminated the lives of many. Mr. Abdul Aziz Hajimin Dapilin, a proud son of Lamitan City, Basilan, was born with a Marfan syndrome, a condition that left him with legally blind. Yet where others might have seen this as a limitation, he saw purpose. Where others might have faltered, he found strength. And where others might have despaired, he placed his trust in Allah and moved forward with resolve. In 2017, he graduated cum laude from Western Mindanao State of University with a bachelor degree of secondary education, major in special education. He achieved this not by ease, but through perseverance, discipline, and tawakkul. Complete reliance upon Allah. With the aid of adaptive technology as the Computer Eyes program, he turned barriers into pathways and obstacles into opportunities. That same year, after reviewing at the Carl E. Balita Review Center, he took the licensure examination for teachers and achieved a historic milestone. Ranking 9th nationwide, he became the first Filipino with visual impairment to enter the top 10 of the said examination. It was not only a personal triumph, but a moment that expanded what many believed was possible. And yet, in the face of such achievement, he remained grounded in humility and faith. In his own words, he said, "I praise Allah upon all conditions for blessing me with a kind of disability that has caused encouragement and success rather than discouragement and failure. Is this not the essence of sabar, patience in adversity? Is this not the beauty of a heart that sees blessings even in trials? Today, Mr. Dapilin serves as a Teacher 1 in special education in Basilan. He teaches not only lessons from books, but lessons of hope, resilience, and dignity. He is a living proof to the students that limitations do not define our destiny. As a national lecturer on disability education, he continues to uplift others. Recently, he facilitated a 2-week review program for visually impaired examinees preparing for the licensure examination. For teachers, out of 9 participants, 5 passed. 5 lives transformed by the guidance of one who chose to give back. Mr. Abdul Aziz Dapilin has also been recently accepted into the Educational Leadership Program of the Perkins School for the Blind for the class of 2027, a globally recognized program that develops leaders in inclusive education for persons with disabilities. Through this advocacy, his work in assistive technology, and his mentorship of fellow educators, he embodies the Quranic principle that the best of people are those who are most beneficial to others. Mr. Speaker, as the chairperson of the Committee on Women, Youth, Children, and Persons with Disabilities, I take pride that Mr. Dapilin comes from Basilan. His journey reflects the spirit of our Bangsamoro people, resilient, faithful, and committed to uplifting one another. His story is a call to action. It reminds us of our amana, our responsibility as leaders to build a society that is just, inclusive, and compassionate. A society where persons with disability are not merely accommodated, but empowered, where every individual is given the opportunity to fulfill their potential. In the light of the proposed Magna Carta for persons with disabilities, we strongly call for a genuine inclusion that goes beyond rhetoric and is translated into concrete rights, accessible services, and equal opportunities for all persons with disabilities. The story of Mr. Abdul Aziz Dapilin affirms that when barriers are removed and support is made available, persons with disabilities can lead, excel, and inspire. It is therefore imperative that this Parliament give its full support to this measure as a clear and decisive step toward an inclusive Bangsamoro where dignity, participation, and empowerment are guaranteed for each and everyone. In honoring Mr. Abdul Aziz Hajimin Dapilin, today we affirm a truth deeply rooted in our faith, that honor in the sight of Allah is not measured by physical ability, but by righteousness, perseverance, and service to others. May his life continue to inspire us. May it strengthen our resolve to enact policies that uphold inclusion and dignity for all. And may it remind us that the true vision lies not in what we see, but in what we believe and strive for. On behalf of the Bangsamoro Parliament, we salute you, Mr. Dapilin. Mabuhay ka at na may patuloy kang maging ilaw at inspirasyon sa marami. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Maraming salamat po, Mr. Speaker.
Here. Congratulations, Mr. Dapilin.
Congratulations,
Lord Leader.
Dapilin. Yes, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now we move to item number 4B, resolutions, Mr. Speaker. Before that, Mr. Speaker, may we respectfully request the Secretariat to read the bills for first reading, Parliament Bill number 454 and 455, including its title, authors, and co-authors, Mr. Speaker. So move, Mr. Speaker.
So move. Any objection? Hearing none. Go ahead, Secretary.
BTA Parliament Bill number 454 entitled An Act Providing for the Implementation of Children's Social Security Program in the Bangsamoro and appropriating funds therefore. Author, Member of Parliament Omar Yasser Sema.
And
BTA Parliament Bill number 455 entitled An Act Providing for a Comprehensive Administrative and Regulatory Framework for Firearms and Ammunition within the Bangsamoro and appropriating funds therefore. Author, Member of Parliament Omar Yasser Sema.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretariat to read proposed resolutions number 755, Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead, Secretariat.
Proposed resolution number 755 entitled A Resolution Requesting the Ministry of the Interior and Local Government or any other appropriate ministries to establish a municipal fire station within the local government units of the special geographic area in Barm. Author, Member of Parliament Boots Malang. Co-authors, Members of Parliament Amanda Antok, Kintam Gadatuan Jr., Nagib Sinarimbo, Suarto Ambuluto, Rasol Mitmug Jr., Siti Fahani Uy Oyod, Bahintan ng Patuan Muhammad Nazir Ibil, Muhammad Kelly Antaw, Abdul Basit Benito, Maruf Kandaw, Alindato Pagayaw, Chapar Apollo Mikael Matalam, Tawakal Bintimbang, Sulfikar Ali Bayam, Ahmad Abbas Faisal Karon, Ramon Piang Sr., Royle Mendoza, and Ali Salik.
Mr. Speaker, I respectfully move that we treat this as simple resolution, Mr. Speaker.
There's a motion to treat proposed resolution 755 as a simple resolution. Any objection? Or second first? There's a second. Any objection? Hearing none. The proposed resolution number 755 is hereby declared as a simple resolution.
Mr. Speaker, may I respectfully move that that the Honorable MP Boots Malang be recognized to deliver his sponsorship message, Mr. Speaker.
MP Butch Malang is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Honorable Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makakwa, Honorable Speaker Muhammad Yaqub, Presiding Officer D.S. Iskak Mastura, Deputy Speaker as well as Deputy Floor Leaders, distinguished members of the Parliament, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I rise today to sponsor a resolution utmost importance to the safety, protection, and welfare of our constituents in the special geographic area of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. This resolution respectfully requests the Ministry of the Interior and Local Government and other relevant ministries to establish a municipal fire station within the local government units of the special geographic area. Honorable colleagues, the protection of life and property is among the fundamental responsibilities of the government. As clearly stated in Section 5, Article 2 of the Philippine Constitution, the maintenance of peace and order and the protection of life and property are essential for the enjoyment of the blessing of democracy. This guiding principle obligates us as policymakers and public servants to ensure the adequate emergency response mechanisms are available to all communities under our jurisdiction. The special geographic area, now composed of 63 barangays that opted to join the Bangsamoro government during the 2019 plebiscite and later organized into 8 municipalities in 2023, represent a historic expansion of the Bangsamoro territory. The municipalities are steadily growing with increasing population, economic activity, and infrastructure development. However, despite the progress, the area still lacks fully operational municipal fire station capable of responding promptly to fire incident and related emergencies. This situation presents a serious vulnerability. Fires can destroy homes, livelihood, and even entire communities within minutes. Without a properly established and equipped fire station, response time become dangerously prolonged, thereby increasing the risk to lives, property, and environment. Honorable colleagues, the establishment of municipal fire station in the special geographic area is not merely a matter of infrastructure. It is a matter of public safety, a disaster preparedness, and community resilience. A functioning fire station provides trained personnel, emergency equipment, fire prevention programs, and disaster response capabilities that can significantly reduce the devastating impact of the incident. Furthermore, the initiative is fully aligned with the powers and responsibilities of the Bangsamoro government as provided under Republic Act 11054. The Bangsamoro Organic Law, which mandate the Bangsamoro government to exercise powers necessary for efficient governance, and promotion of the general welfare of its people. Through this resolution, we are simply urging the appropriate ministries, particularly the Ministry of Interior and Local Government, to prioritize the establishment of municipal fire station in the special geographic area and to coordinate with concerned agencies in ensuring that necessary facilities, personnel, and equipment are made available. Honorable members of Parliament, the people of the special geographic area entrusted us with the responsibility to ensure that the transition into the Bangsamoro government is not only a political but a development and protective of their welfare. Providing them with basic emergency response infrastructure such as fire station is a concrete step toward fulfilling that promise. Let this resolution be our collective commitment to the safeguarding communities, strengthening disaster preparedness, and ensuring that no municipality in the Bangsamoro is left vulnerable in time of emergency. With this, Mr. Speaker, and esteemed colleagues, I respectfully seek the support of this honorable body for the adoption of this resolution. Maraming salamat. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wasukran. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Floor leader, what is your pleasure?
Now, Mr. Speaker, I most respectfully move to open the period of interpellation of proposed resolution number 755, Mr. Speaker.
So there's a motion to open session suspended. Floor Leader.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may I request the Secretariat to read proposed resolution number 746, including its title, authors, and co-authors, Mr. Speaker.
So move. Is there any objection? Hearing none, go ahead, Secretariat.
Proposed resolution number 746 entitled
Mr. Speaker, sorry, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, we're still at the stage of the interpellation of proposed resolution number 755, Mr. Speaker. My apologies, Mr. Speaker.
Did you already move for the period of interpellation to begin? I think you have. Did you open it already?
I simply move for its opening, Mr. Speaker.
So move. Any objection for interpellation? Hearing none, period of interpellation is open. Do we have any interpellators?
So, Mr. Speaker, I move for the to recognize the Honorable Deputy Floor Leader Nagib Sinarimbo for the
Deputy
as the
Floor
first
Leader
interpellator.
Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo is recognized for interpellation.
Mr. Speaker, Deputy Floor Leader, maraming salamat ho sa pagkakataon na ma-interpolate muna yung principal sponsor ng resolution. It's really just an attempt to ensure na yung resolution does not end up becoming just a resolution without the supposed impact that it will create in the agency where it is addressed. Ang una ho ay commendable naman yung resolution, pero I think kailangan makita yung ibang implications niya. Yung pong Bureau of Fire Protection that manages yung fire stations ay isa sa mga hindi na-devolved sa BARM, sa regional government. Ito ho ay nananatili sa control and supervision ng national government sa pamamagitan ng Department of Interior and local government. Tama po ba?
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Hindi ko rin alam kung may prejudice pa rin doon. Ang nakikita ko lang dito is if ever na pwede naman yun magawan, hindi kasi natin alam kung mga legality niyan, kaya nga nagkuhan ito. Kung if ever na pwede naman ito, wala naman dahil nito is ipagpatuloy. Kung walang mga violation doon at mayroon namang paraan na magawa ng paraan, yun ang intention natin doon is may pakita man lang natin sa taga-EDCA na kung saan is napasakop sila sa atin through the plebiscite, may pakita natin sa kanila na may concern tayo sa kanila. So yun lang po, Mr. Speaker.
Opo, tama po yun. Opo, tama po yun, Mr. Speaker. Yung pong Bureau of Fire, ang magiging... so ang kayang gawin ng rehiyon sa ngayon, BARM, dahil hindi ito under sa kanya, ay mag-construct ng fire station. Pwede rin pong bumili ng fire truck ang rehiyon na ginagawa naman natin. Pero yung pag-assign ng personnel o pag-provide ng personnel doon sa mga fire stations na yon ay hindi hawak ng rehiyon at ng MILG. Ito ay kailangan i-provide ng Bureau of Fire Protection. Hindi yung BFP ng Bangsamoro Federalist Party. Hindi rin kami pwedeng mag-provide nun. Hanggang tarpaulin lang kami. Pero yung BFP ho ay under sa DILG National. So, para magkaroon tayo ng functional na fire station, kailangan natin ng mga personnel. Kasi masasayang lang po yung gagastusin natin sa fire station na building at saka doon sa fire truck kung wala namang mga personnel na magmaman nung fire stations natin. Kaya po kung papayag ang principal sponsor mamaya sa amendments, ay para humasiguro natin na yung resolution ay sasagot doon sa problema ng mga kababayan natin sa SGA na mga munisipyong walang fire station. Baka po i-amenda mamaya para isali natin yung DILG National, in particular yung Bureau of Fire Protection, na mag-provide sila ng mga personnel. Kung tayo ay maglalagay ng fire stations at saka mag-provide ng fire truck. So i-address ho natin pareho sa DILG National, Bureau of Fire, at saka po yung MILG National para ho sigurado tayo na may sisiguro tayo na may tatayo yung fire stations na merong kaukulang mga personnel na magpapatakbo nito. Yun lang po.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Sa tingin ko is open naman po kung ano ang dapat natin gawin diyan na para ma-improve. Yung improvement po is welcome po sa nagagawin po ng ating mga lawyer.
Yes, thank you very much, Deputy Floor Leader Sinarimbo. Now may we recognize, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Deputy Speaker Baintan ng Patuan for her interpellation. Okay. So now the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Mr. Speaker, may we request for the Honorable Adspar Usman, Deputy Speaker, to be recognized for his interpellation on the matter. Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker Adspar Usman is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mine is just, my push for the implementation of the resolution. In like manner, I join not the fear, but the intention of the previous interpellators. That our intention here is really not just on paper resolution, but we'll see to it that our resolution will be implemented by the concerned ministry. And of course, I rejoin the observation that the BFA, the Bureau of Fire BFP, and the Bureau of Fire Protection, quote unquote, the Bureau of Fire Protection is not one of the devolved agency to the BARM. But my question is, Mr. Speaker, is one is how many in the 8 municipalities, established municipalities, kung ilan ba sa kanila ang meron fire station? Wala ba or meron? Kung mayroon po ba na-invento ang proponent ng resolution?
Yung mga munisipyo is 8 yan siya, pero wala pa. Maski na building, yung municipal building is wala pa rin. Pero meron na niyan mga yung iba is yung iba is ongoing na na ginagawa ng MINC, yung mga municipal building.
Much more wala yung
fire
station.
Fire station po.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Tapos po, doon po, I would like to remind ourselves, kung mayroon po ba tayong nailagay na pondo sa MILG na pagawa or makadonate tayo sa mga municipalities ng fire station or fire truck? Mayroon po ba tayong, if you remember right, Mr. Speaker, nailagay doon na pondo?
Mr. Speaker, hindi ko sure. Pero wala akong nakikita doon na ni isang fire truck is wala doon siya.
On that note, Mr. Speaker, how we are going to be assured na this resolution be given due course as for the financial requirements of the project? For example, 8 fire stations and fire trucks, notwithstanding the putting up of the personnel from the national government. how we are going to be assured from your end as the proponent of this resolution.
I think kung ano ang makikita uh, doon sa pag-revise ng bill na makakabuti dito is yun po ang isa-guess ko na gagawin po natin. Ang importante lang po is if possible, kung maaari po, kung pwede, sa ating mga kasama.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Because of really the intent, and of course, we want to be identified with this resolution. Our intent here is really to implement, to have such the noble project for our people. And can we consider a supplemental budget for the MILG for the construction of the fire station and, of course, providing the necessary fire trucks for the 8 municipalities in the SJA. If I may ask, of course, the MFBM is here. If we can, my intent really, Mr. Speaker, is really to be assured that our resolution be implemented. Really, this is really unnecessary for our people. Disaster comes without permission, without advance information, especially the destruction by fire. So it really but a necessity in our community. So my question is, if we can consider this August body, if we can consider supplemental budget for the MILG, if in case we cannot find, anyway, there are a lot of fiscal space for in the office of the ICM on how we are going to look for the necessary funding support for this resolution.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think this is the reason why we made this resolution para po matingnan kung ano po ba may magagawa po ba dito ang ating parlamento, magagawa po ba ang itong ating different line agencies, may magagawa po ba dito ang ating mga batikan na mga abogado para matulungan ang resolution na ito. Dahil itong resolution na ito is very clear para po sa kapakanan ng mga constituents sa EDSA na kung saan is deserving naman sila na mabigyan ng pansin. Dahil ang pagsali pa lang nila sa BARM through referendum through plebiscite is malaking bagay na po yun na may pakita natin sa kanila na may halaga yung ginagawa nila.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I think yun na lang po. Gusto lang namin mailabas yun para at least mapag-usapan na at least mayroon pondo mahanap. We really need to implement this not only on paper, not only to be archived by the concerned ministry. And Mr. Speaker, for the record, we want to be identified with this resolution. Please include us as one of the co-authors of this resolution. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Floor leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, in view of there being no other members of this parliament who are interested to make some interpellation, Mr. Speaker, I move for the closing of the period of interpellation, Mr. Speaker.
So there's a motion to close the period of amendment. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the period of interpellation is hereby closed.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, now we respectfully move for the opening of the period of amendment, Mr. Speaker.
So there is no objection to the opening of the period of amendment. Any member may propose amendments. So move.
Mr. Speaker, we request that the Honorable Deputy Floor Leader Sinarimbo be recognized to proffer some amendments, Mr. Speaker.
MB Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo is recognized.
Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Floor Leader, in as much as this is a simple resolution, and I think essentially two ideas are being proposed to be incorporated into the resolution. Let me just summarize the points, and if the distinguished sponsor would agree, we can just leave it to the Secretariat of the Parliament for styling. What is important is that we input the idea, and they can just convert that into the appropriate language. The first is that we address the resolution both to the Ministry of the Interior and Local Government and the DILG National through the Bureau of Fire Protection, urging both to establish fire stations in the 8 municipalities covering the special geographic area, and that both be requested to layas so that they can complement the resources. So if national government is not yet prepared to provide the building for fire stations as well as the fire trucks, the regional government through the MILG may provide the same, provided the national DILG through the Bureau of Fire Protection assigns or creates the appropriate personnel for manning the Bureau of Fire Protection in the 8 municipalities of the SGA. So that's the first one that we need to incorporate. I think the idea of the Deputy Speaker, Osman, is to ensure that we have the appropriate funds. My only reservation is that we do not determine at this stage that it be included in the proposed supplemental budget, because we might end up providing the budget for fire trucks and fire stations without the national government providing as yet the needed personnel. So baka mauna yung cart kaysa kabayo. So we will end up with buildings and fire trucks, nobody mans it. Sayang naman po yung resources. What we can probably do is urge the two institutions, DILG and the MILG, to coordinate with emphasis that the national government provides the necessary personnel so that we can trigger the appropriations for building and fire trucks as soon as the personnel are assured. Then we can provide the budget. But for now, my sense is that we should provide the necessary leeway to ensure that we do not fund as yet in the supplemental fund if we do not get the assurance from the national government that there would be personnel to run the 8 at least fire stations in the SGA.
Session suspended.
Speaker, may we respectfully request the Honorable Deputy Floor Leader Nagib Sinarimbo to prefer the specific proposed amendments to proposed resolution number 755, Mr. Speaker.
You are recognized, MP Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Deputy Floor Leader. There are just two amendments. One is on the title of the resolution to reflect more accurately the intent of the resolution. For the title, we propose that we state very clearly that a resolution requesting the Ministry of the Interior and local government and the Department of the Interior and Local Government through the Bureau of Fire Protection to establish municipal fire stations in the 8 local government units of the Special Geographic Area in BARM. So move, Mr. Speaker.
There is a proposed amendment to the title. What does the proponent say to the proposed amendment?
I accept.
So the amendment is carried. Next amendment, MP Attorney Nagib Sinarimbo.
Mr. Speaker, to request, or rather to reflect the intent of the resolution, we would also propose to amend after the whereas clauses in the penultimate paragraph, as the resolution of this proposed resolution, we would want to amend the same and state very clearly that resolved, is hereby resolved, and then insert after the comma to request the Ministry of the Interior and Local Government, and then add and the Department of the Interior and Local Government, DILG, through the Bureau of Fire Protection to establish fire stations in the 8 local government units of the Special Geographic Area in BARM. Full stop.
So is that your motion, MP
Yes,
Attorney Sinarimbo?
yes, Mr. Speaker.
So there is a motion to amend the penultimate clause of the resolution. What is the response of the proponent?
I accept.
So the proposed amendment is accepted and it's approved.
Thank you very much.
Are there any amendments from the gentleman from Cotabato City? No more?
Mr. Speaker, in view of there is no one manifesting intent to propose amendments, Mr. Speaker, I move for the closing of the period of amendments, Mr. Speaker.
So there is a motion to close the period of amendment. Hearing no objection, the motion is carried.
Mr. Speaker, now I move for the adoption of proposed resolution number 755 as amended. So move, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to approve the simple resolution as amended. Secretariat, can you call for the vote? Is there any objection? Hearing none, the simple resolution is carried and approved.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, we move to proposed resolution number 746, Mr. Speaker, and may we ask the Secretariat to read that title, sponsors and co-sponsors thereof, Mr. Speaker.
Proposed resolution number 746 entitled a resolution earnestly requesting the Office of the Chief Minister through the Social Development Fund to provide financial assistance for the construction of a Lasso Rico substation in Basak area, 1st District of Lanao del Sur, to ensure improved electricity potentials and distribution enhance the quality of life for residents, and support economic growth in the community. Author Member of Parliament Aminuddin Sumagayan. Co-authors Members of Parliament Rusty Adyong, Ahmad Amir Balindong, Amir Jakaria Rakim, Ali Rakim Mondir, Tawakal Mitimbang, Muhammad Kelly Antao, Alindato Bagayaw, Mujib Abu, Zulfikar Ali Bayam, and Abdul Basit Benito.
Mr. Speaker, I respectfully move that proposed resolution number 746 be jointly referred to the Committees on Environment, Natural Resources and Energy, and the Committee on Finance, Budget and Management, Mr. Speaker.
So there's a motion to refer the said matter, proposed resolution number 746, to the said committees. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved.
Now, Mr. Speaker, we move to proposed resolution number 801. May we respectfully request the Secretariat to please read the name, title, the number, title, authors and co-authors thereof, Mr. Speaker.
Secretariat, go ahead and read the resolution title as well as the authorship.
Proposed resolution number 801 entitled A Resolution Urging the Strict Implementation and Enforcement of Republic Act number 11361, otherwise known as the Anti-Obstruction of Power Lines Act within the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. Authors, Members of Parliament Aminuddin Sumagayan, Rusty Adyong, Ahmad Amir Balindong, Amir Jakaria Rakim, and Ali Rakim Munder.
Mr. Speaker, I respectfully move that this be treated as a simple resolution, Mr. Speaker.
There is a motion to treat the resolution number 801 as a simple resolution. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the resolution is declared a simple resolution.
Yes, now, Mr. Speaker, to further, Mr. Speaker, may we respectfully recognize the Honorable Deputy Speaker Aminuddin U. Sumagayan for his sponsorship speech, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker Attorney Odin Sumagayan is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. The Honorable Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makakua, or the Parliament Speaker, Honorable Muhammad Yaqub, to our Presiding Officer, Deputy Speaker Ishaq Mastura, Floor Leader, esteemed colleagues, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. I rise today to sponsor a measure that is fundamental to the security of our homes and the vitality of our economy. Under the 1987 Constitution and the Bangsamoro Organic Law, our government is mandated to promote the general welfare and ensure the efficient delivery of basic services, none more critical than a reliable electricity. However, the reality on the ground tells a different story. In Lanao del Sur, particularly the Basak area, and across the franchise areas of Lasoreco, Madjelco, Tawelco, Baselco, and CLP, our constituents suffer through persistent low voltage and frequent outages. The primary culprit is often not lack of power but the physical obstruction of its path. Republic Act number 11361, the Anti-Obstruction of Power Lines Act, strictly prohibits any structure, vegetation, or act that encroaches upon the right-of-way of our power lines. This law was designed to prevent short-circuiting and service disruptions that endanger life and property. Our own Committee on Environment, Natural Resources and Energy confirmed on February 11, 2026, committee hearing last February 11, 2026, that vegetation overgrowth and illegal structures are primary contributors to the regional power instability we face today, Mr. Speaker. This resolution is a high-impact cost-efficient intervention. It urges the Ministry of Public Works to lead the strict enforcement of Republic Act number 11361 and conduct immediate clearing operations of illegal structures and overgrowth. The local government units also to exercise their power, the police power, by issuing notices of violation and adopting complementary ordinances. The NGCP, the electric cooperatives, to provide the MENRE with updated risk maps and maintenance schedules to ensure long-term reliability. Mr. Speaker, we cannot talk about regional development while our hospitals, our schools, and businesses remain in the dark. By enforcing the right-of-way clearances today, we take a decisive step toward a more stable and illuminated Bangsamoro. Mr. Speaker, I move for the adoption of this resolution. Thank you very much. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Mr. Speaker,
Yes, Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we respectfully request now to move on the period of interpellation, and so therefore I move for the opening of the period of interpellation, Mr. Speaker.
The period of interpellation is open. Do we hear anyone wishing to interpellate?
The Honorable Deputy Speaker Baintan Apatuan is request to be recognized, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker Baintan Ampatuan is hereby recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Would the good gentleman yield for some clarificatory questions?
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. We understand the sentiment of the people of Lanao with regards to the power outages, especially in the Lanao area. May we know, Mr. Speaker, what are the common causes of the obstructions of the power lines in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region?
Mr. Speaker, actually, during the committee hearing on the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources, and Energy last February 11, the committee chair is here, no, present. Lumalabas po sa investigation na one of the causes ng brownout, not only in Lanao del Sur but the entire region, is ito yung illegal planting of fast-growing trees, isa na yon, and illegal construction of structures sa baba ng mga power lines or within the area where the power lines were constructed. So, yun din yung isang cause, no? One of the causes na bigla na lang nagba-brownout, as explained to us by the representative of the NGCP, no? Because he was present. Isa yun sa causes na bigla na lang nagba-brownout, nagsi-short circuit dahil allegedly na natatouch niya yung mga lines, then nagsi-short circuit because of that. May sabi niya, that should be illegal because may batas tayo, as cited here, the Republic Act 11361, na bawal nga ho yun, yung maglagay any structure or planting of fast-growing trees within the area of the transmission lines. Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, may we know who is supposed to monitor and oversee the maintenance of the power lines so that this obstruction will be avoided?
Correct. Also, lumalabas din doon, Mr. Speaker, during the hearing, committee hearing, lumalabas din doon na it is one of the agencies, of course, is the NGCP and the different electric cooperatives ay dapat may inventory sila sa mga power lines, and pag may ganon na mga structures na mga illegal, they should coordinate with the Department of Public Works and the local government unit concerned para sa intervention ng mga PNP and the military personnel to remove the illegal structure. So sila yung mandated talaga, Mr.
So,
Speaker.
Are we saying that these institutions failed to carry out their mandated functions as provided by the law?
Correct, Mr. Speaker. As of now, yun ang problema natin dahil yung mga institutions na ito, they fail to do their job as stated in the Republic Act 11361. Kaya nagkakaproblema tayo.
At ang panawagan natin doon sa resolution, may we request the Secretariat that is the title of the resolution? Resolution urging the strict implementation and enforcement of Republic Act. Okay, so to name those institutions para very specific, no? Is it part of the body of the resolution, the call for the specific institutions that are supposed to do their jobs?
I think so, Mr. Speaker. Pwede pakibaba?
Pwedeng paki-browse.
I-check natin.
Sige.
Ayan.
Sige pa. NGCP lang yan. Sige. 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 MPW ang sinabi dito. I think we need to consider that most of the power lines are along the national highways. No? So it's within the jurisdiction of DPWH.
Correct.
So baka yung mas clear kung if we include the DPWH national.
Yeah, that's correct. The observation, Mr. Speaker, of the good Deputy Speaker Ampatuan is correct.
And-
Let's include in the amendments.
Yeah, and siguro yung yung baka yung strict enforcement talaga and proper monitoring. Baka yun talaga yung kulang yan. Who is supposed to monitor this? Police. Nandyan ba yun? Nasama natin yung police?
actually,
PNP.
Yes.
PNP.
But the monitoring and inventory of this should come first primarily from NGCP and the different cooperatives, electric cooperatives.
So yung
That should be the case.
So first of course this is their major mandate, no, yung NGCP and the cooperatives.
Yes.
So first line of defense, kumbaga, sila yon.
Yes.
Pag hindi na kaya, then they have to call on. So ibig sabihin, yung NGCP at saka yung cooperatives also failed to carry out the mandated functions kasi
Yeah.
parang ano na ito kumbaga mag-call ka na ng police, sobra-sobra na yung problema mo. Ganun ba yun?
Yes, Mr. Speaker, but for me, I believe mayroon din silang failure. But during the hearing, the representative of NGCP many times na sinabi niya na nare-report naman daw nila ito sa authorities.
Meaning
But hindi
PNP.
na-actionan. Meaning the
PNP.
DPWH, and
PNP.
the PNP and the local government concerned.
Local government units.
Yeah.
So, para lang klaro masyado kasi baka hindi rin klaro doon sa mga tao na bawal ito taniman.
Yeah, correct.
For example, kung may power line, did you able to ask this? Kung may power line na along the stretch of, for example, National Highway, gaano kalawak ba yung dapat na hindi pwedeng lagyan ng structure, taniman, or whatever interventions within that perimeter?
I am sorry. No, actually, that was mentioned, and it is in the law, Republic Act 11361, but I cannot recall
And
the
maybe,
exact.
and maybe one of the problems here is the information, education, and communication to the household level. Kasi yung mga tao, hindi nila alam bawal pala yun. Eh, kung nakatiwangwang na naman yung lupa dyan, di ba? Eh baka pwedeng so
Kasi I
hindi
believe,
nila alam.
Mr. Speaker, no, I believe itong mga power lines na ito, nung pinatayo yan dyan, I believe na-acquire na ng government yan eh. I mean, na-acquire na ng, di ba?
Right of way.
Nabayaran na yung right of way. So, talagang it should be, the presumption is illegal talaga na angkinin ng private individuals yung area na yun kung saan nakatayo yung mga power lines.
Baka kulang din ng
Yes.
IEC yung NGCP at saka cooperatives na maglagay ng isang signage doon sa isang poste, for example, na bawal pong magtanim dito or maglagay ng kung ano-ano. I mean, hindi naman lahat ng tao nakapag-aral,
Correct.
no, sa ground. So I think the part of the call is for the NGCP and the local cooperatives to really exert effort. First line of defense yung kanila.
Correct.
Maraming salamat.
Mr. Speaker, there appears to be no one manifesting. The Honorable, Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Dato Faisal Karun, seeks to be recognized, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead.
I just want to know from the presenter about the status of this Magelco insofar as its debt in the National Power Corporation. Ano na ba ang status niyan?
I'm sorry to tell Mr. Speaker, I really I'm not very familiar with the status of Magelco here in Maguindanao. But if you will ask me about the status of Lasoreco, maybe I can tell you some I don't know, good stories or bad stories regarding Lasoreco.
Yes,
but
because-
to be frank, sa Magelco, I'm not very familiar, Mr. Speaker.
I just want to have that short question kasi I was then familiar to the issue before, and then I also want to ask you about that 1 centavo retention per kilowatt dyan sa NGCP na yan, kung ano na ang nangyari ngayon. Ano ba ang naging status niyan? Kasi noon, during my time, hinabol ko yan, pero unfortunately, meron na sanang tutulungan na tayo sana ng National Secretary ng DNR, pero nawala kami, so nawala na rin yun. So I just want to be informed kung ano ba.
I understand, Mr. Speaker, but really, I cannot also, hindi ko talaga masagot kung anong eksaktong nangyayari dyan. That specific question, baka magkamali. Kasi ang pinaka-target talaga ng resolution na ito is yung isang problem na lumabas during the hearing na isa daw sa causes ng brownout, sudden, bigla na lang nagba-brownout, is yung mga short circuit sa mga power lines.
You also have to consider, no, yung sabit-sabit dyan, isa rin yan sa isang bagay
Correct,
dyan na nagpapadami o nagpapadalas ng
Short circuit.
ng brownout, lalo na kung umuulan. Ayun, yung sabit na yan, isa rin yan sa siguro sa bagay na dapat na tinitingan ng local government unit or the
Illegal
provincial government.
tappings.
Oo, para maayos din natin yung illegal tapping na yan. Kasi isa rin yan sa nagpapalaki sa utang ng Majalco na halos hindi na makabangon yung Majalco ninyo. So, yun lang, Mr. Chair, just to make clear of this, para rin ma-inform din natin yung mga brothers about this concern. No? Salamat. Maraming salamat to the proponent.
Thank you. And
Floor Leader.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. Now, Mr. Speaker, there appears to be no other manifesting their intent to interpolate this proposed resolution. Mr. Speaker, I move to close the period of interpellation.
So move. The hearing no objection. The period of interpellation is closed.
Okay. Now, Mr. Speaker, we most respectfully move for the opening of the period of amendment, Mr. Speaker.
So move. Is there any amendment?
yung
Mr. Speaker, may we respectfully seek the recognition of the Honorable Deputy Speaker Baintan Adil Ampatuan, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker Baintan Ampatuan, you may propound your amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Siguro unahin natin, Secretariat, yung DPWH. Mauna siya bago yung MPW.
MPW.
Kasi may principal.
Tapos yung sa baba, no, therefore be it resolved, what is hereby resolved, that the DPWH in coordination with MPW tanggalin mo na yung as the lead, hindi, yung ministry lang.
Ministry.
Tanggalin mo yung ministry. As the lead implementing, as the lead
Agencies or
agencies. Oh.
ay.
Doon na number 2. Nagpasok mo rin yung DPWH.
Dalawang coordinate.
Ha?
Kailangan to.
Saan? Sige, yung sa number 1, na-double na yung coordination na word. DPWH with MPW na lang. With MPW. Together with concerned provincial municipal will conduct regular right of inspection and immediately clear and remove all vegetation. Okay. Next, sa baba. Sa baba, number 3.
Number 3. That the DPWH.
Oh. That the NGP and all barn-based electronic power distribution need to submit to Mendrape for monitoring coordination. Stated right of clearing program staff and provincial and municipal LGUs be enjoined to actively support enforcement efforts by duly issuing notices of violation assisting to clearing operation providing logistical. Sige, baba. That the Mendrape oversee enforcement republic and its implementing rules. Instant right of protection, rapid response clearing, and long-term. That MPW, in coordination, that the DPWH with MPW. Tagalin mo yung kan. Sige. That copies of this resolution be furnished to the DPWH, MPW, and etc. Acronym mo na yung MPW kayo nag-DPWH ka naman. NGCP, yan yung. Sige. Yun lang siguro, Mr. Speaker. PNP, AFP, DNR. Sige.
Floor Leader, is there any objection or any manifestation from the proponent?
I accept the amendment, Mr. Speaker. Amendments, rather.
So the amendment is accepted by the proponent, so it's carried.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Any other amendment? Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, amendment? Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Alan Pagayo,
MP Alan Pagayaw is recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. For uniformity purposes, while ago we approved the resolution sponsored by Honorable MP Malang. Ang nakalagay diyan is approve this. Yung word adopted. Ano bang appropriate? Adopted or approved?
That is depending on style.
Okay. That is
Depends on your proposal, the author of the resolution.
So if I may suggest, Mr. Speaker, for uniformity purposes, we have to decide whether what appropriate word shall we use, adopted or approved.
Sir, okay, thank you very much. Mr. Speaker, the Honorable Deputy Speaker Ampatuan would like to share his thoughts on this matter. But Mr. Speaker, before we will have to have this conversation, Mr. Speaker, because there might be some amendments that might be rendered necessary by this conversation.
So your
we seek your indulgence, Mr. Speaker.
So your proposal, Floor Leader, is that we approve first the or it was already approved, the amendment.
The amendment.
So we will close this and then we will recognize the Deputy Speaker Ampatuan.
I may have to delay, Mr. Speaker, the motion to close the speaker. After, I beseech the Speaker to first listen to the Honorable Deputy Speaker Ampatuan.
But do we consider that the period of amendment is open again so that it can be changed, or this is just a mere manifestation?
Most probably a manifestation
Point of information lang.
that may lead to a necessary amendment, Mr. Speaker.
Okay.
Thank you.
So
With indulgence,
we are not opening the period of amendment again. It's already closed. It was accepted. This is only a point of clarification. Unless the body wants to open again the period of amendment for further amendments.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Yeah, there was a question earlier if it's if we use the word a matter of style, if we use the word adopted or approved. If you remember, we wrote a book with my colleague coming from the House of Representatives, and I specifically asked her in the House of Representatives, what do you use if it's a resolution? And the information I got is if it's a resolution, they use the word adopted, and if we adopt, they adopt, and if it's a bill, they approve. So that's the difference. Thank you.
Thank you for that, Deputy Speaker Baintan Ampatuan. So he has a guidebook for our MPs, for those who want to get a copy for their own resolutions and style. But I stands that the resolution was already approved in terms of the amendment. So now we're just asking the floor leader what is his pleasure with regard to that resolution.
So, Mr. Speaker, now we may have, Mr. Speaker, I move for the approval of the resolution as amended, Mr. Speaker.
Is there any objection? Hearing none, the simple resolution is approved.
Mr. Speaker, Mr. Speaker, I would like to bring to the attention of this august body and also seek the recognition of some interns with our Legislative Research Division, Mr. Speaker, and I hope that the Speaker will allow them to be recognized, Mr. Speaker.
Go ahead, Floor Leader.
Okay. Mr. Speaker, in the plenary are our students, interns in the Legislative Research Division. They are, if they may rise, Miss Sara Ayunan Kanday, Miss Samoa El Gapur, Miss Donna Kamad Abu, Datu Almansur Englas, and Miss Muslima Salim Taib. Mr. Speaker, they are accompanied by our staff in the Legislative Research Division, Miss Aisa Sulaiman, LSO4, Mr. Al-Rafi A. Haron, LSO3, and Mr. Gorhan A. Adan, LSO2. Mr. Speaker, we hope that we can welcome them and we appreciate them visiting us, Mr. Speaker.
Yes, welcome to the BTA Parliament. In the language of the Gen Z, this is just a shout out.
Thank you very much and thank you for your interest in our proceedings. Now, Mr. Speaker, we are now on our last proposed resolution for the day. Mr. Speaker, may we request the Secretary to read proposed resolution number 802, Mr. Speaker. Its title, sponsors and co-sponsors, Mr. Speaker.
Yet, please read the title of the resolution as well as the authors and co-authors.
Proposed resolution number 802 entitled Resolution Authorizing the Bangsamoro Government, Ministries, Agencies, Local Government Units, and Offices to provide carpooling services to the affected government employees during the time of national emergency. Author, Member of Parliament Ali Rakim Monder. Co-author, Member of Parliament Amer Jakaria Rakim.
Mr. Speaker, considering the sense and the urgency of this resolution, of the sense of this resolution, Mr. Speaker, may we most respectfully move that it be treated as a simple resolution, Mr. Speaker.
Session suspended. Floor Leader.
Mr. Speaker, may we recognize the co-author of this proposed resolution, the Deputy Floor Leader Amir Zakaria Rakim. Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Floor Leader Attorney Rakim, you are recognized.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Just a short manifestation. No, Mr. Speaker, I will have to move before this August body that we defer deliberation on this proposed resolution until next week, Mr. Speaker, so that we can give opportunity to the principal author who is currently indisposed to this day, Mr. Speaker. So move.
So there is a motion to defer the deliberation of this resolution considering the principal author is not around. What is your pleasure, Floor Leader?
Mr. Speaker, at the same time, Mr. Speaker, considering that it is only during Thursdays that we have the privilege hour, may I respectfully and humbly request and move that the reading of the bills for second reading be moved,
Deferred as well.
deferred, and moved to next week, Mr. Speaker, subject to our schedules, Mr. Speaker.
So you are making an omnibus motion?
For Parliament Bills number 386 and Parliament Bills 414, all yes, Mr. Speaker.
So can you incorporate also the earlier motion of NP Ali Rakim since he is representing the principal author who is not around? So we might as well have the floor leader have that omnibus motion so that we can move forward.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, thank you very much. To modify that motion, Mr. Speaker, I most respectfully move that proposed resolution number 802 and then the bills for second reading, BTA bills number 386 and 414 be deferred and read this tackled next week, Mr. Speaker.
So there's a motion to defer the said matters that were enumerated by the floor leader. Is there any objection? Hearing none, the motion is approved. Floor Leader?
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Now we are on the privilege hour. Mr. Speaker, may we recognize our very esteemed member of the Parliament, our good brother from Maguindanao del Sur, the Honorable Datuk Michael Midtimbang, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, Floor Leader. The one exercising his privilege during the privilege hour is MP Dato Michael Midtimbang. You are hereby recognized.
Thank you, Lord Leader. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi wa bihi nasta'in wa ba'd. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. My beloved Chief Minister, Honorable Abdul Rauf Sami Gambar Makakwa, Honorable Speaker Sheikh Muhammad Yaqub, Deputy Speaker, Floor Leader, Assistant Floor Leader, Honorable Members of the Bangsamoro Parliament, respected officers, guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Guided by our duty to protect the Bangsamoro homeland, I speak today on a responsibility that defines our collective future, the passage of BARM Environmental Code. The Bangsamoro Environmental Code stands as one of the most significant policies to be achieved by the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. It embodies our collective aspiration for self-governance that is responsible, sustainable, and deeply rooted in the protections of our natural heritage. Mr. Speaker, it will affirm that autonomy is not merely the exercise of power, but the exercise of stewardship. We are all stewards of the environment. Mr. Speaker, the Bangsamoro region is endowed with rich agricultural lands, forests, wetlands, river systems, and coastal resources that serve as the backbone of our food security, livelihoods, and cultural identity. Yet these blessings are increasingly under threat from improper waste management, environmental degradation, flooding, deforestation, pollution, and the intensifying impacts of climate change. These environmental challenges, if left unaddressed, undermine public health, economic stability, and lasting peace. Mr. Speaker, the BAM Environmental Code, if enacted, provides a comprehensive and unified framework to address these pressing concerns it promotes. Number one, environmental protection and natural resource conservation. Two, sustainable and climate resilient development. Integrated solid waste management and pollution control. Community participation, including indigenous and traditional knowledge systems. Clear coordination among regional, provincial, municipal, and barangay governments. Responsible and sustainable mining practices. The establishment and strengthening of the Ligawasan Marsh and Lake Lanao watershed, Forest Reserves Development Council, and its institutional structure. And the establishment of the plant nurseries in every province and municipality to support climate change mitigation. However, Mr. Speaker and honorable members of the Parliament, the passage of the law is only beginning. The true measure of our commitment lies in the implementation, enforcement, and sustained public engagement. Mr. Speaker, we must ensure that the provisions of the proposed Farm Environmental Code will be translated into actionable programs, adequate budgets, capable institutions, and measurable outcomes. Regional ministries, spearheaded by the Ministry, must work hand in hand with local governments, civil society, and communities to strengthen compliance, enhance capacity, and foster a culture of environmental responsibility. Honorable colleagues, the protection of our environment is inseparable from peace building in the Bangsamoro. The proposed BAM Environmental Code, together with the Maguindanao del Sur Environmental Code, provides a strong legal and institutional framework for sustainable resource management, solid waste disposal, and community-based in environmental initiatives. These laws remind us that caring for our land, rivers, and forests is not just a legal duty, it is a moral responsibility. When our natural resources are protected and shared equitably, communities are strengthened, conflicts are reduced, and development becomes more inclusive. Enacting environmental code is therefore an investment in peace, justice, and the sustainable future of the Bangsamoro people. Let this privileged speech serve as a renewed call to action to uphold the BAM Environmental Code with integrity, to empower our people partners in environmental stewardship, and to build a Bangsamoro region that is cleaner, safer, greener,
and more resilient for generations to come. Mr. Speaker, I respectfully hope that these speech and measures herein articulated be duly included in the records of the plenary and considered by this august body. Maraming salamat po. May our collective efforts to continue on our trust and repose in us by the Bangsamoro people. Gakalimatano. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Thank you, MP Dato Michael Midtimbang, for the privileged speech. What is the pleasure of our floor leader?
Mr. Speaker, in view of this passionate call of a long overdue action, Mr. Speaker, I most respectfully move that this privileged speech be referred to the Committee on Environment, Natural Resources and Energy, Mr. Speaker.
Before that, do you want to have any interpreters? There are no interpreters?
Wait, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, it appears that
There are none.
there are none.
So the motion is stands.
To
So
refer it-
is there any objection to the motion to refer to the Committee on Environment?
Natural Resources and
Environment
Energy.
and Natural Resources and Energy. So there being no objection, the privileged speech is referred to the Committee on Environment and Natural Resources and Energy.
Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker. And now, Mr. Speaker, we most respectfully move that we recognize for his privilege the Honorable MP Dato Faisal Caron, Mr. Speaker.
Deputy Speaker Faisal Caron, also known as Commander Randy Caron, is hereby recognized. This is his inaugural privileged speech as Deputy Speaker of the BTA Parliament.
Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, Deputy Majority Floor Leader. Auzubillahi minasyaitanir rajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My courtesy and due respect to our very own Honorable Chief Minister Abdul Rauf Makakwa, the Honorable Speaker Muhammad Suaib Yaqub, my dear colleagues, fellow public servant, Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh to everybody. Magandang hapon po sa ating lahat. First of all, with my profound humility, I wish to thank everybody who voted yes and no for our assumption as the new elected Deputy Speaker of the Bangsamoro Parliament. Thank you. Also, my sincerest appreciation and thanks to my nephew, Deputy Speaker Attorney Omar Sisema, who voluntarily relinquished his position and nominated me as one of the Deputy Speaker to be elected. Apparently, with a nod from my niece, Deputy Speaker Attorney Laiha Dumama Alba, I thank you all. Hence, I assure everybody that the trust you have given me will be paid with honesty, transparency, and accountability. I have not long and expect for this even in my wildest dream, so to speak. Anyway, I will solemnly perform my duties to the best of my abilities and uphold the dignity of this institution with fairness, inclusivity, justice, and good governance. I will make sure that my participation as a lawmaker will highly contribute meaningfully to the realization of the Bangsamoro ultimate goal for self-determination. I will repeat, I will make sure that my participation as a lawmaker will highly contribute meaningfully to the realization of the Bangsamoro ultimate goal for self-determination. I will repeat, I will make sure that my participation as a lawmaker will highly contribute meaningfully to the realization of the Bangsamoro ultimate goal for self-determination. the ultimate goal of the Bangsamoro people for self-determination, not just a dictated autonomy. My dear colleagues, I stand today before this honorable August chamber to speak clearly and directly to my point about the current situation in our region. We are witnessing growing division among the Bangsamoro revolutionary fronts. Within its ranks and file, ugly faces appears in the social media, meant to destroy and besmirch their brothers and comrades. This is not merely a matter of political concern. It has serious implication for peace building and the future of the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao at large. At the same time, we are confronted with persistent, recurrent acts of criminalities and brutal killings across the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region of Muslim Mindanao. The unabated firefights and skirmishes between Moro to Moro armed groups that greatly affects the day-to-day life of the Moro people and their families. The growing tension inside BARM core territories, affecting other towns in the adjacent provinces or regions, that again may spark a new civil conflict. Not to mention the latest ambushes killing government security forces. These are no longer an isolated incidents in various communities in the region. These conflicts, whether driven by land disputes, political rivalries, clan feuds, or the so-called Drido, propelled and manipulated by renowned politicians to advance their interests, continue to harm our people and its economic instability. We all know what is happening in the ground, but the entire leadership of the BARN remains unmindful, deep and blind. Instead, we give priority to political alignment while organizing regional parties. There is, it seems, a divisive scheme or a political game plan that, if mismanaged, will result to a bloody first parliamentary election in the BARN, where innocent civilian, old women and children will suffer its consequences to the highest level. Families will be displaced, and damage of properties were inevitable, while huge amount and valuable government resources are diverted to emergency response instead of rural development programs for our less fortunate communities. Worst, this violence discourages investors and slow down economic progress in the region, undermining the opportunity and chance of the Bangsamoro people to fully realize the dividends of peace. Consequently, if this fragmentation and political intramurals continuously persist, it will not only affect leadership, it will put to rest the peace initiatives and confidence-building measures we have worked so hard to achieve. The transformation to normalization efforts, government reforms, and economic development programs for our people. We knew for a fact that when unity weakens, the delivery of essential services to our communities are delayed, as we are experiencing now due to unstable peace, order, and security. Therefore, we must all be reminded that the relationship between the Moro National Liberation Front and the Moro Islamic Liberation Front is the foundation of the current system of governance in the Bangsamoro Autonomous Region in Muslim Mindanao. In partnership with the national government. This foundation was not built overnight. It is the result of tedious, decades-long negotiation, sacrifices, and reconciliation. Allowing division to prevail will not only weaken, but entirely destroy the very institution we have collectively established. That is why I earnestly call on all our leaders from the side of the MILF, and this institution set to protect the interests and noble aspiration of our people to work jointly in shaping their destiny. We must act collectively to curb out all forms of criminality so that every one of us may live in peace without fear. Let us all set aside political interest at the moment and focus on prioritizing the welfare of our mujahideen and our people. Continued conflict does not only create tension in leadership, it also delays social services, hinders socio-economic development. Therefore, we must be responsible, or we must take responsibility for what is happening with our own ranks. Leadership within both the MNLF and MILF must ensure discipline among their members and address actions that contribute to violence. A cohesive policy and persistent approach is necessary if we are to restore peace, order, and security, to prevent further destruction and damages to the downtrodden Bangsamoro and their communities. Furthermore, we have to strengthen coordination and cooperation with the LGOs, CSUs, academics, religious leaders, and other sectoral leaders to form a common plan to end up this disturbing turmoil. These challenges require a whole of government approach, working closely with our security forces, the AFP and PNP. Now, being the highest official of this special region, I welcome the idea and initiative of the Honorable Chief Minister Abdul Makakwa to convene the appropriate bodies to address these concerns and pursue concrete, lasting solution, not merely a temporary measures. We must have to move beyond simply treating this incident as ordinary clan conflicts. While we respect our traditions, we ought to ensure that the rule of law is upheld. Those responsible for illegal activities, excessive violence, and brutal criminal acts must be held accountable and prosecuted so that justice will be served to all innocent victims. Despite all these challenges, I remain hopeful. It is not too late. Peace and tranquility is within our reach. Therefore, I challenge this august chamber and the entire BARM officials, its concerned ministries, offices, agencies, and instrumentalities, particularly the Ministry of Interior and Local Government and Ministry of Public Order and Safety, to work collaboratively in overcoming this crisis. We are all here as a public servant to serve the interests and aspiration of our people above anyone's interest. Not as their boss, neither their lord. As one who has taken part in the bloody Moro struggle since its inception in 1970s, several decades ago, I carry with me in fighting the noble aspiration of the Moro people the bitter and difficult lessons of our history. And the most important lesson is that there can be no true peace and success without unity and solidarity. Nonetheless, our leaders inked up and accepted the challenge from revolutionary armed struggle to democratic governance. So let us protect the peace and political gains we have built more than half a century. I hope I made my concern clear. However, my apology to everybody. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Floor Leader.
Yes.
Thank you very much, DS Deputy Speaker Faisal Karon, for your privileged speech.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker, and also thank you to the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Dato Randy Caron. We can simply empathize with his comprehension of the current conditions of our autonomous region. Mr. Speaker, I was 16 years old when the good commander arrived in Nekatan in August 1986, and I can still remember how passionate, and that passion still reverberates, notwithstanding the shift from armed to political struggle. Now, Mr. Speaker, another, may I respectfully request Your Excellency, the Honorable Speaker, to recognize one, again, here in this instance, the daughter of the revolution, the Honorable Bay Ali Caron.
Before that, Floor Leader, I would like to ask if there are any interpellators to the privileged speech of Deputy Speaker Caron, considering its grave importance to the Bangsamoro, particularly on his topic of the security, the constant killings in the media and the news, and what the Parliament is supposed to do about it, or is its role in this kind of situation.
Mr. Speaker, there appears to be not really one. However, as these matters have also already been initially discussed in the Joint Committee on Local Government, the direction of the conversation, the Committee on Local Government and Public Order and Safety is already towards this matter. Perhaps the conversation there may rise to the occasion as eloquently articulated by the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Mr. Speaker. But at this point in time, Mr. Speaker, the Deputy Speaker would like to be recognized.
Deputy Speaker Randy Caron is recognized.
The joint meeting we have this morning is still very hollow. Wala pa ring laman yun. But I would like to ask the leadership of the BARM to take the necessary action as early as possible. Kasi nandyan na tayo eh. We are already facing this problem, and we are coming up with the forthcoming Bangsamoro parliamentary election. Baka po, bago tayo dumating doon, magkaroon na ng mga epekto na hindi maganda yung mga nangyayari ngayon dyan na natin. Thank you very much, Mr. Floor Leader.
Thank you, Deputy Speaker. But before that, if I may be so bold to suggest that the privileged speech be referred to the proper committee, whether it's the Committee on Public Order and Safety, or the Committee on Local Government, or the joint committees, to remind them of these very important issues that Deputy Speaker Randy Caron proposed, or at least it highlighted this afternoon in his privileged speech.
Mr. Speaker, in view of at least the sense of this Parliament, that we take a separate and more specific path on the matter of the privileged speech of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, then I move that the privileged speech of the Honorable Deputy Speaker, Faisal G. Caron, be referred to the Joint Committee on Local Government and Public Order and Safety, Mr. Speaker.
So there's a motion to refer the privileged speech of Deputy Speaker Randy Caron to the joint committees on local government and public order and safety. There is already a second to the motion. Hearing no objection, the motion is approved. Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker, now we proceed with the privilege speech of the Honorable by Ali Caron. Mr. Speaker, may I respectfully request that she be recognized, Mr. Speaker.
MP by Ali Caron, you are hereby recognized.
Auzubillahiminasyaitanirrajim. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. Honorable Chief Minister of the Bangsamoro Government, Honorable Speaker, Honorable Members of Parliament, my brothers and sisters in the Bangsamoro, I rise today not only as a Member of Parliament, not only as a public servant, but as a daughter of the struggle, as a child of the Bangsamoro Revolution, and as a witness to the long and painful journey that brought us to where we are today. Ako po si Bayali Sansaluna Caron, anak ng isang mujahidin, anak ng isang mandirigma, anak ng isang ama na hindi kailanman nakatikim ng bunga ng kapayapaan tinatamasa natin ngayon. My father, Dato' Ali Calantuan Sansaluna, popularly known as Commander Basak or Clay, was a legendary Moro Mujahideen leader and one of the most trusted top 90 commanders of the Moro National Liberation Front during the height of the war in the early 1970s. Renowned for his dedication, discipline, and exemplary leadership, he was known to be the tough and brave, earning the confidence and trust of the MNLF. He was among the elite MNLF commanders who underwent foreign military training in Pangkur, Lumot, Penang, Malaysia, and later returned to the Bangsamoro homeland to wage jihad fi sabilillah. In recognition of his leadership, he was appointed Vice Chairman of the MNLF Central Committee and concurrently served as Chair of the Cotabato Revolutionary Committee covering the entire province of Cotabato. Together with fellow Mujahideen, he stood at the forefront of the struggle, dedicating his life without hesitation to the dignity, self-determination, and freedom of the Bangsamoro people. Ang aking ama ay hindi namatay sa kamay ng kaaway, bagkus siya'y namatay sa pagdigma laban sa kapayapaan at pagkakaisa. Isang trahedyang sumasalamin sa pinakamalalim na sugat ng ating kasaysayan, ang pagkawatak-watak ng sariling nating hanay. At iyon po ang dahilan kung bakit ako tumatayong ngayon. This is not the time to reopen old wounds, but neither it is the time to forget them, because peace without memory is fragile, and unity without truth is hollow. Mga kapatid, ang Bangsamoro government ay hindi ipinanganak sa papel. Hindi ito nilikha sa opisina. Hindi ito magiging bunga ng eleksyon lamang. Ang Bangsamoro ay isinilang sa dugo, pawis at luha ng mga mujahidin. Sa mga mujahiding iniwan ng pamilya, sa mga inang naghihintay ngunit hindi na muling niyakap ang kanilang anak, sa mga batang lumaking walang ama dahil pinili nilang ipaglaban ang dangal ng ating bayan, to the Bangsamoro Mujahideen, whether you wear different uniforms, followed different leaders, carried different flags, iisa inyong ambag, kayo ang ugat ng pamahalang ito. Kaya sa harap ng ating kasalukuyang tungkulin, bilang mga pinuno, I stand here to say this clearly and firmly. Walang kulay ang sakripisyo, walang partido ang dugo, walang kampo ang pagiging Bangsamoro. Hindi mahalaga kung ikaw ay MILF, MNLF, independent o civilian. Hindi mahalaga kung anong political na paninindigan mo ngayon. Ang mahalaga, iisa ang ating pinanggalingan at dapat iisa ang ating patutunguhan. Ang Bangsamoro ay hindi pag-aari ng iisang grupo. Ang Bangsamoro ay hindi pamana ng iilang pangalan. Ang Bangsamoro ay pamana ng lahat na nag-alay ng buhay at pananagutan ng lahat ng nabubuhay ngayon. Kaya bilang Member of Parliament, I commit that my work in this chamber will always honor that sacrifice to promote the development and welfare of Bangsamoro youth, children, and persons with disabilities, dahil ang revolusyon ay hindi lang tungkol sa anumang uri ng sandata. Ito ay tungkol sa kinabukasan ng mga batang Bangsamoro. To advance women's protection, participation, and economic empowerment, dahil ang kababaihan ay hindi lamang biktima ng digmaan, sila ay haligi ng kapayapaan. To improve access and opportunities under Bangsamoro educational programs, dahil ang tunay na kalayaan ay nakukuha sa kaalaman, hindi sa karahasan. To institutionalize moral governance across the Bangsamoro government, sapagkat walang saysay ang sariling pamahalaan kung wala itong dangal. And to ensure effective utilization and access to Bangsamoro government services, dahil ang pamahalaan ay hindi dapat maramdaman lamang sa sentro, kundi maging sa pinakamalayong komunidad. Honorable colleagues, the passage of time must not diminish the meaning of sacrifice. What weakens us is not time but division. We must not dishonor our martyrs by repeating the very fractured that claim their lives. In the Mujahideen, if the Mujahideen are able to lay down their lives for the Bangsamoro, then surely we, who now carry the responsibility of governance, can set aside our egos, our anger, and our personal interest for the sake of one people, one Bangsamoro, and for the sake of Allah. This government is their unfinished dream. Let us govern not as rivals, but as heirs of sacrifice. Sa alaala ng mga nagbuhis ng buhay, sa dangal ng Bangsamoro, at sa kanibukasan ng ating mga anak, pag-isahin natin ang Bangsamoro, panindigan natin ang kapayapaan, iparangal natin ang sakripisyo. Maraming salamat. Wabillahi taufiq wal hidayah. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh.
Lord Leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you, MP Bayali Caron.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Of course, we will not forget Katuali. We will remember. Mr. Speaker, in view of the, we now open the conversation, the floor for interpellation of the privilege speech of the Honorable Bayali Caron, Mr. Speaker.
I don't see anyone going to the floor, Mr. Floor Leader.
Yes, Mr. Speaker. Yun nga, sabi nga ni Honorable Bayali, there are things na baka wag mo na pag-usapan. So, Mr. Speaker, in view of that, Mr. Speaker, and because of we have already dispensed the business for the day, I now move for the adjournment of this session. Mr.
Any
Speaker.
second? So there's a move to adjourn for next week. The motion is approved. Session adjourned. Picture.